uniformity exists without diversity. See, he's getting to the point here. Rulers of the earth, if an important co-inhabitant may be permitted to lift his voice and address you, do not trust your counselors who in smooth phrases seek to mislead you in such harmful course of action, that is to bar people like us. Of course, that's exactly what finally happened in Germany, but not after a lot of tragedies that occurred like the First World War. Our most precious possession, the freedom to think, will be lost if you listen to that kind of counsel. For the sake of your happiness as well as ours, remember, a union of faiths is not tolerance. You cannot convert us, you have to tolerate us. And finally, at least prepare the way for your fortunate descendants, the last paragraph, to reach that height of culture, that universal human tolerance for which reason is still sighing in vain. Reward and punish no doctrine. Hold out no allurement or bribe to anyone for the adoption of a particular faith. Let every man who does not disturb the public welfare and who obeys the law, acts righteously towards you and his fellow man, be allowed to speak as he thinks, to pray to God after his own fashion or after the fashion of his fathers, and to seek salvation where he thinks it may be found. Permit no one in your country to search someone else's heart or to judge someone else's thoughts. Let no one usurp a right which his omniscient has reserved for himself. If we render unto Caesar, like Jesus is presented as saying, what is Caesar's, then let us render unto God what is God's. Love truth, love peace. Well, that's his plea for what? Toleration. He says we are not harmful. Our legislation, which you consider peculiar, you're right, it only applies to us. We're not going to do you any harm by observing these things. If we observe our citizen rights and do our duties and so on and so forth, you have no complaints. And then he says, as Jesus is presented as saying, if we render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, then let us render unto God what is God's. And you see, the Jews did render unto Caesar what is Caesar's to the last iota during the Holocaust. They rendered up their whole being, their whole body, their whole everything. They did not resist to any great extent. They just went to their death in like almost a humble manner, resignation or whatever. And nothing could be more Christian than that. So I don't think Middleton foresaw what was coming. But I'll tell you this, Herzl saw what was coming. And next time, I didn't think we'd ever get through medicine, but we did. Next time, I want you to read this. We're going to do the Acts of the French Deputies. We're going to do the Israel Jacobson dedication address, the Association of Reformed Judaism, Abraham Geiger, all that kind of thing. And then maybe some stuff from Rudowski on the historical school, conservative Judaism, and so on. See you then. Thanks for your patience.